Hello, Unkindness crew. Welcome back to another video. A Boros list went 5-0 in a couple leagues, and we just kind of have to play it today. I have never played Boros Burn since returning to Magic Online, and so I'm really excited to play this deck for you guys today in a best of 3 standard format. At the 1-drop, we still have the Burnout Brastronaut. This guy literally is a menace. Start your engines. When he comes in, 2 mana, creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and then max speed, this creature has double strike. Comes up quite often. Burst Lightning, kicker for 4. Burst Lightning deals 2 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage instead. Full bore, target creature you control gets +3/+2 until end of turn. Iron Claw, whenever you attack with one or more lizards, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent, and as long as an opponent lost life this turn, you get to pay 2 life and put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Shock, you do 2 damage to any target, so we only play 2 of in this deck. There's better burn spells in this format. Emberheart Challenger, one of the better red cards for aggro. Haste, Prowess, whenever this creature becomes a target of spell or ability, for the first time each turn, exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card until the end of turn. Slickshot, Show Off, plot for 2, Flying Haste, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Probably a reason why Full Bore is in here, because it's a way you can cheat out free wins with Slickshot Show Off. Our burn package is Boros Charm, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Permanents you control get indestructible until end of turn, and target creature gains double strike until end of turn. It could pair with Slickshot Show Off. Lightning Helix, another 2-drop. Lightning Helix deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. And then the top of our curve is Nova Hellkite. Flying Haste, when this creature enters, deals 1 damage to target opponent and creature controls. It's great for killing a 1 toughness mana dork. It is great killing those airbended lands from Badger Mole. In the sideboard today, we have one more Shock in case we're playing against a Badger Mole deck. We have Soul Guide Lantern in case we're playing against Cavero or Lessons. We got 4 of Magebane Lizard. I really love this card. It is a 1/4. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, this creature deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spell they casted this turn, so it keeps ramping higher and higher. And the highest I've seen is some person played 4 spells in 1 turn and killed himself. This card's fantastic, and I really love it. Iroh's Demonstration is a solid interaction in this format, especially when there's a lot of 1 toughness creatures or a lot of otters running around, or you can just take care of a pesky creature with 4 damage. Sunspine Lynx is a 4 of. Not only players cannot gain life, damage cannot be prevented, but there's a ton of greedy decks currently in Standard. Our last card today is a Rock Face Village. This can come in for a basic mountain to pump up Emberheart Challenger and get a trigger. I do not know why this is in the sideboard but not the main board, but I'm copying a list from Magic Online from a player who has repeatedly gone 5-0. So he must be doing something right, and I'm going to trust him, and we're going to show you in this video today. What is this hand? I cannot keep this hand. Keep this hand, though. I'm going to throw away the Verge. It plays Abandoned Air Temple tab. We drew another land. Rough. We can play our Hired Claw and pass. Plays a Verge into a Voice. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna attack here. See if they block. Don't block. Okay. And let's just... I guess I should have played the other Higher Claw for more damage, because I could Burst Lightning and Full Bore anyways, and that's a mistake on my part. And now I can't cast spells on their turn. They only have white up. That seems bad for them. So let's just push damage. There's a Hellkite. 1 point there, and we bash in. Trigger on Hired Claw. And they're down to 11. So a Hellkite goes away and we pass. The other option we could have done there is play Bastronaut, but I think my opponent's missing on some lands over there. So red-white tokens, probably. Iroh might be okay. Oh no, they might be the Mobilize Boros deck. Iroh Demonstration seems fine though. I'm going to take out Shocks. Magebane doesn't seem good. Lynx might be okay, but they're not going to gain life. They might play on a non-basics though. Take out a Passage and bring Village for a little card advantage. 1 Full Bore might be too cute. Let's try it like that. Opponent goes first. We can keep this hand. Plays a Plains into Authority. Yeah. I think I still want to play my Hired Claw first and pass. There's nothing we can do about Authority. Pretty Plains though. What set is that from? They play a Sharpshooter. So I'm going to play my Verge, not play the Burst Lightning we drew, but the Lightning Helix to kill it. Just get it out of the way. and bash in. So they're probably a token deck if they're playing Sharpshooter. Says this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent when another creature ETBs. I'm going to shock this in either way, so I'm just going to do it now. And let's just go to combat. And let's pump this up, because they're not blocking. And then let's just play a Bastronaut. They're going to gain a life off that. I'm going to do that instead of Slick Shot. Next turn, we can plot Slick Shot. Sanguine. Okay. I'm just going to attack with Hired Claw. Don't have to attack with Burnout just yet. They can double block it. And if they don't block, then we're going to pump up Hired Claw to get in a little more damage. And then let's just play a Slick Shot, because plotting does nothing with Authority out. And then next turn, we have a ton of burn in our hand. If we draw like an untapped land, I think they're dead with Slick Shot. War Leader's Call, that's scary. They just bash in. We'll take 6. They play a tap land, okay. We did find an untapped land, so we're just gonna go to combat. 4 damage, we're just gonna go upstairs with all of our damage. 4 damage to face. Pump up Slick Shot. Lightning Helix to the face. And just kill my opponent. Whoops. Opponent goes first. We have 1 drop, 2 drop responses, Nova Hellkite. I think this is fine. Let's keep it. Like my pulling mulligan down 1. Multiversal Passage. Into Talent, yep. It's probably lessened, so let's play our Mountain into Higher Claw. Next turn we can play either Shock and Full Bore or Burnout Bastronaut with one of our spells. I play Boomerang Basic, sure. Canal into Talent, yep. Seems fair. Blocks. Another land, so bash in. I think I want to shock one of these tokens. Just get it off the board, prevent some damage that's definitely going to happen next turn. And play our Bastronaut. Next turn we can Nova Hellkite and kill the other otter, and I feel like we're in an okay place. The downside of this is that they play Grand, we wasted our shock. Under Trapped Trainer, yeah. Showing Roaring Furnace. Okay, so they are the Izzet Prowess or Izzet Midrange rather than Endurance, which is good for us. Play another Otter and just get aggressive. I like it. So let's just Nova Hellkite. Killing that Otter. And we can get in. This has Menace, so they can't block it. Oh, I should attack with Higher Claw, because that's only for Lizard, and I was thinking the Bastronaut was a Lizard for some reason. Riddler, yep. Probably looking for a card. Or a land. Flash Portal on Riddler, yeah, that's a card. Double attack, that is so aggressive. Let's block there. Fire Magic. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't think we're gonna die, so we're just gonna double Slick Shot. And if we draw another spell next turn, they could be in trouble. They have a Roaring Furnace in their hand. Sure. Their Talent, yep. So we could be dead if they played the enchantment. Oh, they're just going aggro. Okay. So we drew Lightning Helix, okay. So maybe that's gonna be enough. Let's find out. So let's Lightning Helix to the face. Trigger. That was a really good draw with the spell. And we full bore. Them attacking with Riddler was really greedy. Because we get to steal the game. Let's go. You can't be greedy against red. You can't. Well, let's bring in Magebane Wizard and Iroh's Demonstration. Shocks seem really bad here. Full bore. One of is cute, but maybe not here. Maybe down 1 Hellkite, 1 Challenger, and a couple Bastronauts, because they do play the 1 damage spell. So let's bring back Challenger and Nova Hellkite. Try it like this. One goes first. Oh, we could try. We have two lizards. We have Demonstration and kill up their otters. Lizard, 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 lizard. Quarry Monastery tapped. Okay. We'll play Sacred Boundary tap. They play an island into a trainer. Yep. And they found Splash Portal. Problem. I think with that Splash Portal, we just have to pass. We'll hold up Burst Lightning, Lightning Helix. Like if they want to Splash Portal the trainer, we can 2-for-1 them. They shock in Passage. Yeah, we take it. They found the Riddler. First, that's... Yep. So now we're going to be a little bit behind. Because we have no way to stop that. Really hoping they didn't have a Riddler there, but we got punished for it. So we can Magebane Lizard. And pass. Odoration Bolt. Well, we can protect it with Full Bore. You have another spell? Trigger Magebane Lizard. Boomerang Basics Magebane Lizard. Yeah. Untap land, please. No. Okay, well, we'll just play our Lizard. And pass. Untap land would have been Lizard and Lizard on the board, and my opponent's a spell heavy deck, and that would have been sweet. Storm Chasers, yeah. Play a tap land. Get to another Riddler. Please don't say you have another Splash Portal. I don't know if we can come back from that. Nope, just attack with Riddler. Yep, and stuff that Riddler goes away. My turn. We just play Nova Hellkite here. And bash in for damage. We have a ton of burn that could go to their face. We're kind of in a race here. Especially if they take a lot of damage off this Magebane Lizard. Kill this Otter. You have a spell to protect it. Torch the tower. Sure. And we'll just bash him with Nova Hellkite. I think not attacking with the Lizard's more important than their stupid Otter, so. There's the Riddler. So right now we have 9 points of burn in our hand. Or 8. And I have to pass. They attack, we need to play this spell to survive. Go to 2. Right? Oh, no, I miscounted math because of Magebane Lizard. We get to go first this time. Firing Vantage and just pass. I guess we could have played Sacred Boundary to protect some life there. That might be a mistake. Talent, yep. So I'm just gonna burn this because I want to get in with Ember Challenger no matter what. I wish I would have drew that last turn, but we can get in with our Challenger and pass. Hit removal for Emberheart, yep. Quick shot's not bad. We can shock this in, Hired Claw, and Slick Shot can plot. If we get untapped land, we can do a ton of damage next turn. We have 12 points just here if we get an untapped land. Boomerang Basics, yep. So let's Slick Shot here. You have counter. Sure. So we'll just pump this up. It could have been worth it just not to cast the creature spell and hold this up, knowing that they usually play like one get out in their list. There's another talent. Yep. They have more removal. Yep. So Torch the Tower, sacking to kill Hired Claw. Pretty good turn for them. Play an island. We have 10 points of burn in our hand. We just have to get across the finish line somehow. Warped Riddler to draw a card. Ember Heart. Decent. It's a consistent attacker. They just take it. Okay. I wonder if they have burn for the challenger. I hope not. Trainer? Into what? Do you have a Roaring Furnace to kill challenger? So yes, us not getting to 4 lands again has been a problem. Because we could have protected with Boros Charm. Back in with the Altar. Okay, that's Lightning Helix. So now we start going upstairs. We have exactly 13 in our hand. Boomerang basics on the Roaring Furnace. Yep. Joke's on you. I'm never going to play a creature ever again. Hope they don't have negate. They just play Riddler, so let's just go upstairs. Untap land, please. Untap land, please. No. Okay, let me just pass. The main Bait Lizard dies to Roaring Furnace, so there's no point in playing it. You play a land. And an attack, yep, we're on a race. Play another Riddler, yep. Into a Warped Riddler, yep. So untap land wins the game. Cross your fingers, please. There's our untapped land for exactly lethal. Love to see it. Lightning Helix to the dome. Boros Charm, 4 damage to target player. And Boros Burn is back, baby. Take that, Riddlers. I get to play first. Seems fine. Couple Hired Claws. An interaction spell. Wonder if we'll see Cow again today. I'll play my land and play Hired Claw. Next turn we can Hired Claw. Just Hired Claw and hold up Shock. Trigger, trigger. And I think I want to save my Shock for Badger. They tap their Llanowar Elf. Alright, so there's the Badger. So if they tap their Elf, I would have killed Badger before it animated. Because either way, they're going to get 2 mana here. But there's just Simic ramp, it looks like. And we'll kill the Badger Mole. Emberheart Challenger. I think I just want to start pushing damage. Trigger, trigger. Would you like to block? Oh, I should have played Burnout first. That's a mistake on my part. Because they would have gotten another Start Your Engines counter, right? On each of your turns when opponent loses life. Yeah, so I should have played that first, and that's a mistake. But we have a decent curve. They can tap out for Aura Boroid, and that might be a problem. Killing their Badger Mole slows them down a little bit, so they have access to 5 mana rather than 8. 4 mana. Nature's Rhythm for Badger Mole. Yep. So if we have a K to kill this Badger Mole, we're in a good spot. Yeah, we did. So let's kill the Badger Mole. Trigger Prowess. You have a way to protect Badger Mole? Like they could have counter magic. Protect Intrusion, sure. Trigger, trigger. And Bastronaut has Menace, so it can't block. I'm just going to pump this up in response and get them the 2. So pretty much we can find a burn spell off the top. They're dead. Also 2 Higher Claw triggers. They're dead. If they don't get any life, I think we win? Question mark? Yep. On to game 2. Iris demonstrations here. Shock is good. Let's take out our full bores. Ship it back. I feel like this is a good matchup for us. Opponent goes first. We have shocks. We can try keeping it. If we get lands, then we're in a good spot. There's a Lantern Elf again. So let's just pass with shock up. Gene Pollinator. Yep. The Keen-Eye Curator. That seems weird, but okay. Let's kill Gene Pollinator. I guess it's a blocker. Untap land, please. Of course not. So, player Hired Claw and pass. I'm not gonna block. Serok, yep. There's a land, that's nice. I think I'm just gonna plot and pass. Like if we get some untapped lands, then we can start slick-shotting and pumping up slick-shot. Serok says whenever creature control or a creature spell is a target spell ability, you draw a card. Yep. Nature's Rhythm for 2. Get Badger Mole. Not the card we wanted. So let's 4 to the face. Are we dead on board because of that? Yeah, we're dead on board. Cool. So having no interaction and having a bad hand that we didn't mulligan lost us that game. And we'll try again. Need to play first. Let's keep this as demonstration. Hired Claw. We don't have white yet, but I hope we draw into it. We'll get mulliganing down a lot. Good sign for us. Let's play our Hired Claw. Turn more Lantern Elf, yeah. Just bash in. Would you like to block? Nope. I'm just gonna pump up and start pressuring damage. And then next turn, we can Iro's Demonstration their board. Leyline Weaver, yeah. Untapped land is huge there, and it's a white source. Punch in. Would you like to block? Nope. Let's kill Leyline Weaver and pump up Hired Claw. And a 13 and pass. Another land, or a Boroid, yep. Good thing we have Iro's Demonstration, and a land's really good. So we can Iro's Demonstration, 4 damage to you. Attack with Hired Claw. Pump up Hired Claw. That's a big 1-drop, baby. And if we get more white sources lands, then we can just really go upstairs with things. Leyline Weaver, sure. Let's bash in with Hired Claw. You like to block. So I think I'm going to level up because we can't play 2 spells at one time. Just keep making it bigger and pass. GG opponent, you were really dead with our hand. On to the next game. I go first. We can try it. I appreciate it. At least someone told me because I was overthinking it that no one said anything after my rant was done. Ooh, we drew a land. That's good. So let's just... I think we just Hired Claw. Bump up Hired Claw. Especially if it's a Bird Mirror. I want to get Hired Claw out of range of Lightning Helix. Opponent just plays a land and passes. I'm just going to attack with Hired Claw. Get lost. Okay. So let's Hired Claw into Burnout and pass. Unfortunately, we were missing land drops. I want to get a land so we can Nova Hellkite at least. Ooh, it's Jeskai. It's Jeskai Control. Okay. So get a untapped land, please. No. Alright, I guess we try to find it. Hey, we found one. So let's bash in. And I didn't crack the other map because I want to pump up Pirate Claw. Because we need to push damage against control. They also play Lightning Helix, so it's something we have to worry about. And they got card advantage off to rediscover the way, so... There's Lightning Helix, yep. Let's just map on Burnout. Have another Lightning Helix. I think it's worth it to kill our own Burnout so they don't gain life here. And play another Burnout. It could be really bad if they Shiko us there, but they didn't have it. I think I'm just going to attack. And pass. I don't want to play Nova Hellkite into counter magic, so they stock up here. Probably looking for a land because they missed a land drop. And we start firing off spells. Like when they tap down, then we can play this Nova Hellkite. But I don't want to tap out to like a really bad counter spell and just ruin my turn when I have all this burn in my hand. It's a long stock up, so did you get your land drop? They did. But let's Lightning Helix first because it does less damage. Hoping they get counter magic out of them. Yep, there's the counter magic. And they do have a Shiko, which is a problem. Because now they can get Lightning Helix back. Now we can Nova Hellkite. And punch through damage. And unfortunately, they can Shiko kill our Burnout and gain 3 life, which is really bad. Yep, here it comes. Yep, and now they're at 11. So they've gained 9 life this game. This is rough, so let's play another Burnout. Tap land and pass. Luckily, Shiko can't block Burnout. Yep, there's a stock up. Them getting 3 Lightning Helix in one game is definitely a hill we have to climb. Ghost Vacuum, that does nothing to me. Yep, so Shiko attacks. End step, I'm going to do Lightning Helix because it costs less, and if they want to counter this, then we have Boros Charm. And let's just attack. And we can pump this at least once because it has double strike. And that's going to be all I need to do. And we have lethal in our hand with Boros Charm. Let's put this on red and pass. End step. We still have lethal on board, so I don't need to blast this Boros Charm off yet. Hoping that they tap out. Jeskai Revelation. So they tapped out, and we can do 4 damage to the face and go to game 2. Being patient with burn beats control. Alright, so Lynx can come in here. Magebane can come in. They have a lot of removal, so Full Bore. Full Bore might be cute. Like as like a gotcha. Shock doesn't... Maybe Shock is also good. Let's take out a Nova Hellkite or 2. Like we could Full Bore in response to like a burn spell and save a creature. That might be cute. Take down some Ember Hearts. Put in a village. Let's just go down like 1 and 1. Right, like this. One goes first. Not with this hand. This feels better. I don't think Nova Hellkite's the answer here. We play Surveil Land. We have no turn 1 play, which is unfortunate, so we just play our Sacred Foundry and pass. They play a tap land. So if they have 2 mana value, I want to play Magebane Lizard here. It has 4 toughness. They can't burn it. Seam Rip. Okay, well at least you took 1 for that. And they have an untapped Shock. Okay. So let's just plot our Slick Shot and pass. Playing around their counter magic they probably shocked in for. And let's just Emberheart. I'm fine with this gets countered. I want Slick Shot to live. Yep, there's the Exile. Play a tap land and pass. They missed land drops. That's good for us. So let's Slick Shot with the Boros Charm we drew. And go in for combat. We can just do for 1, that's fine. Let's pass. Team rep. Sure. That's a thing. They found the land. Okay, well let's start ripping lightning helixes off. Magebane Lizard, hopefully to get around counter magic. So they don't have counter magic because they didn't hold priority, which is really nice. One downside to Magic Arena, I guess. Rang to draw. That's really good for us. If we get untap land, we're slamming the Sunspire. Didn't get it. Alright. Burnout. And attack for 1. And pass. Holding up Lightning Helix Boros Charm. Man, slamming a Sunspire Lynx would have been really good there. Day of Judgment. So you take 1. And we're going to wait till Day of Judgment goes off. And we're going to Boros Charm in the face to do the most amount of damage while they're tapped down. And let's Magebane Lizard again. Sunspire Lynx is lethal because they have 6 non-basics, which is funny to me. They have 7 mana, so now they can Jeskai, kill our Magebane Lizard, gaining life. Please untap land. Yep, Jeskai Revelation. Bouncing our land. Yeah, that tempos us a lot, which is a problem. Yep, play our land tapped and pass. So here's the bad part, us missing our land for multiple turns. When we had them dead. Unfortunately, our deck betrayed us. Like, if they play another Jeskai Revelation, it's going to be hard to come back to this game. If they get another one? Brother. I'm still going to ping you in the face. Now they're at 10? It must be nice. Authority. Sure. So now we're just under ultimate pressure because we missed too many land drops. And we play our Hired Claw. They gain a life. And now this game is probably unattainable. Yeah, especially with Seam We had the game. Oh, that feels so bad, man. We can keep this hand. Play turn 1 Mountain into Hired Claw. They play Thundering Falls. I think I still want to play my Magebane Lizard. Instead of pumping up Hired Claw, because the Hired Claw can still die to Lightning Helix. And another land, that's fine. So let's go to combat. Lightning Helix. And I think I just want to protect my creatures. Gain Indestructible. And pass. Untap land for stock up. That's good for us. They take a damage. And I think I'm going to Burst Lightning them and start putting the pressure on. So 2 to the face. Untap land, please. Nope. So I'm going to boost up Hired Claw to be mana efficient here. And now they're under a threat. Day of Judgment, yep. They take 1. Untap land is perfect because now we can Lynx. They take 4. And now we have multiple points of burn in our hand to kill our opponent. Like, they have to Wrath here. Lightning Helix doesn't save them. So they have to have like a Get Lost or a Wrath. And they don't have it. GG opponent. Game 3 was more like what Burn should do. Game 2 was so close, but we still got there. So opponent goes first. You can keep this. A little heavy on the lands, but it seems alright. We drew another land, Rutrose. So we Hired Claw and pass. Breeding Pool. Oops. Breeding Pool into Starting Town. Seems okay for us. So we're just going to bash in and pump up because we have nothing else to do with our mana. They just take it? Okay. Force an Earthbender Ascension, yeah. Fortunately, we have a lot of lands. I found a black source. Is there 3 color? I think Burst Lightning the land, just to get it off my field. Might be wrong to do that, but we'll find out. We'll just Higher Claw, pump up Hired Claw, and bash in. That might be wrong to kill the land. We could have just hold the Burst Lightning and see what I wanted to do. Sab. That's a thing. Through another land. A lot of lands this turn. So we just pass because Sab can block. If they play a land, then Sab can Earthbender Ascension. Ouch. So we're racing. Yep. Trigger, trigger. That Sab is going to get really big really fast. Yep, trigger, trigger. I have to kill this swamp in response. They get another trigger and the Sab gets bigger. But they're probably going to keep it back as a blocker and we need to get through undamaged. So Sab cannot attack or block. They have removal for Higher Claw, we're in a bad spot. Lightning Helix to the face. Get them to 10. Full bore just to push damage through. Pump this up. Get them to 2. We have a lot of spells off the top of our deck that can kill our opponent. Fortunately, we drew a lot of lands this game. Rose. Earthbender Ascension. Yeah, 3 of them. That's scary. But yep. Put a counter there. He could die in a couple turns. They have 3 mana up. They could have some removal for a Higher Claw. Could have counter magic. Play another land. Yep. That's a big forest, man. Oh, we drew a Lightning Helix. That seems fair. After all of our flooding we did, that seems fair. Let's go to game 2. I don't even know what kind of deck they are. Do we really have a sideboard for them? Maybe bring in some links? Take out Nova. Take out some full bores. Astronaut. Try it like this. One goes first. His hand seems pretty good. We got 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Looks like my opponent mulligan down. I have no turn 1, which seems fine, but we're going to play this Astronaut. That could get stabbed. Didn't, luckily. Starting town, no plays. Alright, we're going to play our Astronaut. I guess I should have attacked first. This is a mistake? Yeah, I should have attacked first. And then played the Astronaut, because it died to shoot the Sheriff. Earthbender Ascension, yep. So I'm missing 1 point of damage on my opponent. Mountain into Nova Hellkite. We attack in. Starting town. They have access to 4 mana. We just go attacking. We can't block. They have another shoot the Sheriff, that's fine. So I'm going to play our Sunspine links. Does 3 to us, 2 to them. Now they can't gain any life. If we get on tap land, we can play Nova Hellkite. Bossing Say, that's scary. They have to pay 1 life to activate Bossing Say. That's pretty good for us. I think we just go to combat. They double block, so we can protect our creature. Fine. I guess Earthbender Ascension is getting bigger. So we can Hired Claw and Burnout. And we just have to worry about... They don't have enough mana to play the 5 mana Sweeper and Strategicalist. Yeah, opponent just scoops it up. So I hoped you liked those games. We went 5-1 in our matches in a best of 3 format today, and we lost a really close game against the new hotness deck of Simic Midrange, which is trying to copy their creatures with Nogged Fleshcrafter, and I'm not upset about that loss at all. Besides that, this deck was very impressive to sneak games out of nowhere with Burn and doing it in proper Burn fashion. I don't think Burn is going anywhere. Burn deserves a place in Standard, and I think it should get more respect because it can kill you out of nowhere. If you're a lover of Burn, if you like the red decks, this is a solid deck for the current meta. So sleeve up this deck, take it locally, take it to a tournament. It won't be a bad decision. Please like, comment, subscribe below. I love reading your comments and feedback. Let me know what you're looking forward to in 2026. Check out those Lorwyn spoilers, and we'll see you in the next video.